Printing Plus, the first and last word in print and promotion. Be it a promotional product for your next event, custom t-shirts, you name it. Depend on Printing Plus. We're on McCulloch, across from Media Center Drive. Back in 2013, we ran a story about what was an aging icon of Lake Havasu City, the Pearl Bailey Showmobile. You've seen it at countless events around town. The Pearl Bailey Showmobile has been the center point for entertainment for decades. Now, sadly, it sits behind a fence at the city yard. It has been judged too old and too worn out to be of any further use. City Operations Director Gary Parsons.
The Showmobile is over 20 years old, and let's face it, once something's been out in the sun here for 20 years in Lake Havasu, the UV rays and the heat takes its toll on it. The Showmobile is basically, it's wearing out. The city decided it was time to sell it due to liability and repair costs. There have been organizations in town voicing their thoughts of purchasing the Showmobile. With that said, it was decided by city staff that the best thing to do would be to put it out to auction and then let the local agencies look at purchasing it and refurbishing it.
That auction saw local entrepreneur Randy Foster and wife Ruth become the new owners. This week marks the 25th anniversary of this performance platform's debut. We chatted with Randy Foster.
Well, my mom and dad were original donators on the Pearl Bailey back in 1992, and they donated $4,000 towards the Pearl Bailey for the purchase of it. And when it came up for auction, my dad was in the hospital with a stroke, and he insisted that we got it because we do stage and sound for the city and all the events here in town. So anyway, and now we're just 3 years later, we got her all restored, and now we're going to be doing the interior this summer. And today is the day, 25 years ago, that Louis Belson, which is Pearl Bailey's husband, performed on the Pearl Bailey, and that was today, 25 years ago.
And this vehicle has an incredible history of being in the right place at the right time for all kinds of events all over town.
Yes. It goes to Winterfest, Teen Break. It still does the same circuit as it did with the city for the last 25 years.
And Pearl and her husband were philanthropists around this town. They loved this place.
Oh yeah, they did, and loved the community, and everybody loved her, and that's why we're keeping her tradition alive.
So, how much work was it? It was in pretty bad. I've got video of when it was sitting in the yard,
city yard, right?
And she was pretty shabby.
She was pretty shabby, but we there'll be some photos attached, but you'll see that we took it all the way down and sanded her down and redid all the pulleys and greased her up, and she's good. We're going to put carpet in her and some LED lighting and that, and brand new red and black curtains. She'll look good next year.
So tell me, how much fun do you have? You must have a ball with this thing.
I have a ball with this thing. She's my girlfriend, my other girlfriend my wife doesn't know about. And thanks to the people you see lined up along the bottom here, and all the businesses and personal people that contributed their time and effort, money, whatever it took to get her the way she is today.
And tell me this, how long did it take from the time when you got the keys, if you will, to when she was ready to go back to work?
It was about, she went back to work. She never skipped a beat. She went buses by the bridge. She was ugly. She was sanded down and really ugly, but she went to, but it's been 3 years. And we got another probably 6 months to go, and we'll be good.
So she's good for another 25 years?
Good for another 25 years.
Great.
Yep.
As Randy mentioned, the mobile stage will get a makeover inside over the summer. We'll be there for a look when the work is done. Jim Matthews, Havasu Video News.